It's been 4 months clanging and banging away with the REP Fitness Nighthawk adjustable bench, and well over a year utilizing the AB 5200 2.0. So which is gonna take its mantle as the #1 adjustable bench in this home gym?
Place at the table.
The No Fade channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and while your favorite fit influencer probably has the space and the budget for 20 adjustable benches, I just happen to be a one bench guy when it comes to my home gym. And quite frankly, most people who have a home gym can only afford and only have the space for one adjustable bench. Today, I'm taking you through my thought process on which of these adjustable benches is going to stay in my basement gym as my #1 stunner, and which of these benches doesn't have to go home, but they can't stay here. I want to know from you, if you could only have one adjustable bench for the rest of your life, which are you gonna put a ring on? Time out. Why didn't I bother considering Rep's Blackwing adjustable bench in the mix? After all, I did own it for nearly a year. Well, there are a few selfish reasons that I left it out of the running completely. Mind the gap. I personally think zero gap benches are hugely overrated. Now, maybe 10 years ago when you had huge gaps and a massive bolt sticking up that was sure to impinge your vertebrae every time you threw yourself back for a flat bench press, yeah, the gap was something of a massive nuisance. But in today's day and age, we live in a beautiful time where companies have been able to minimize that gap to like less than 2 inches and sometimes almost less than 1.5 inches. And that massive bolt that used to protrude is now recessed. To seal the deal on my point, nowadays most good benches are long enough that you can actually bypass the gap altogether. The back pad is long enough that you can put your entire body on there when you're doing flat bench presses, meaning this gap now becomes null and void. Another huge reason not to consider the Blackwing is that, much like your Tinder date that claims to be 110 pounds on her profile, when she shows up, yeah,
About a deuce and a half. Not bad.
the Blackwing is heavy. I mean, that thing has not missed any meals. But on paper, it's nearly the same weight as this AB 5200. The problem with the Blackwing in terms of how it feels so heavy is that all that weight is front loaded, meaning when you go to use that front lever to pick it up, you're really getting not much of a mechanical advantage, and it was a beast of burden to pick it up and move it around. That brings us to these two studs. Now, both of these are high quality, precision crafted adjustable benches with very beautiful refinements. And trust me when I tell you that the one that I pick isn't nearly as important as why I'm picking it, because what might be right for me might be completely wrong for your home gym and lifting style. But without further ado, I wouldn't be a good content creator without telling you to first check out the affiliate links in the description. No! The AB 5200 2.0, and I'm choosing this adjustable bench for entirely selfish reasons. #1 has to be the weight. Now, oftentimes in a home gym, you want a bench that you can pick up and move around very easily, and you want something that your kids and your wife and all the other people that might be utilizing your gym can do so. And the Nighthawk is that bench. It's much lighter than the AB 5200. You can pick this thing up with 2 fingers. My 10-year-old can pick this thing up, no problem. But I am selfish, and I'm gonna be the only one, for the most part, 99% of the time, absolutely lifting down here. So the weight factor isn't an issue, and I like the fact that this weighs more.
Kind of a big deal.
Because with that weight comes an increase in stability. It may be minor, but it is there. Believe it or not, the length of these adjustable benches wasn't a factor because I can fit my entire 6'1" frame on the back pad of each. Believe it or not, they don't have the same pad. The Nighthawk has an improved pad. It is preferred. It is premium. It feels better in the hand. It feels more like a high quality foam, something that you would have like a premium sofa seat would be made out of versus the AB 5200. But I actually like the 5200 pad better. Now, both of these have superior grip, so you're not going to slip and slide anywhere when you're working out, but this one is more firm. And when it comes to benching or when it comes to incline benching or even overhead pressing, I prefer a firm pad. Now, this thing isn't sloppy. You're not going to sink in, but it does have a bit more give. You probably chose your wife based on looks and looks alone. And when it comes to the home gym equipment, I largely base my purchases nowadays based on aesthetics. Now, the Nighthawk comes in 6 beautiful colors.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
The 5200 not only lets you choose the color of the bench, it also allows you to choose the color of the side rails, and it has clear coat, meaning you're gonna get 36 plus color options to choose from, allowing you to dial it in to what you specifically want, making this a thing of your own. Now, most fit influencers don't really care about cost, but you obviously do. $450 versus $550. But at the end of the day, when it comes to something that you plan to own forever, I don't think you should be making your decision process off of a $100 bill. I ultimately think you should go towards the one that is right for your home gym, regardless of whether it is more expensive. There's really nothing to break on these things. If you buy either of these benches, you should expect to own this for the rest of your life. I'm not one to be anal retentive when it comes to the stability of adjustable benches. I found that the majority of the good ones that are being released are plenty stable for my huge lifts.
The biggest load that we've seen.
But I know many of you are going to ask in the comments, so I'm going to answer it. The AB 5200 2.0 is going to be more stable. That this thing is longer and it's heavier. Both of those are going to create more friction and sticking power on the bench itself when in use. Now, on paper, the Nighthawk is going to fit in most people's wheelhouses. It's got all of the beautiful refinements. It looks good. It's got a lot of the aesthetics that we want. It's got a premium adjustable bench. Again, most people who sit on this bench are going to covet this over the 5200. It's got the vertical storage and it is easy to lift with a couple of fingers. So if you've got a wife, you've got some small kids, this thing can be picked up and maneuvered around lickety-split, no problem. And if you've got a small home gym, having the shorter of these two is going to be a win because you're less likely to clang and bang your adjustable bench into something else in your gym when you're moving it around. Now, what might send this over the top in terms of your choices is that Rep Fitness has already put into production a leg extension and leg curl attachment specific for this bench as well as the Blackwing. And I think a lot of people are gonna want that attachment. It was a huge hit in Home Gym Con. Tons of people were trying to get on it and utilize it. And I think Rep Fitness, known for putting out refined pieces. They don't just send something to market until it is perfect. So if you're looking for a leg extension and leg curl device, you gotta go with the Nighthawk because the design of the AB 5200 has no place to insert or attach a device like that. And now it's time. It is time for my final thoughts. And getting an expensive adjustable bench for your home gym will not add 1 pound to your PR, and it's not going to do anything for your home gym clout chasing. The truth is, getting an expensive premium adjustable bench just gives you an overall better lifting experience without actually adding any gains to your lifts.
No.
If you think of your home gym as a hobby, then ponying up the boku bucks for a premium adjustable bench is not a waste. It's actually a pretty solid deal because any premium bench you buy these days will absolutely outlive you. For me, it's just hard to pass up the dual tone color options. I'm just that superficial. It's just a little bit easier on the eyes. Something else that's easier on the eyes, these two videos. Give them a watch, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, use the links in the description because I gotta pay for these things. And as usual, don't save anything for the trip back.
He's not coming back.